Hey, if anybody's out there, I think I confused everybody because I uploaded a video at the same time that I saw this new press conference that just came out an hour ago. So the one that I uploaded is from like a community meeting from yesterday, but this one that I'm going to play here is actually a brand new video or a brand new press conference just an hour ago. And then you could maybe go back and watch the meeting, because the meeting's kinda interesting, I think. It was from, August 12th, so it was yesterday. But I figured I'd hop on a live and play the new news press conference that, just came out, like, about an hour ago, so we'll watch it together. I'm still putting a compilation together, so after this, maybe go watch that community meeting that I uploaded because that's like I said, that's interesting, and then I'm gonna try to get together, like, a compilation because this is kind of a spontaneous live. I just saw it, I'm like, "I'm just gonna go live real quick, we'll watch it together live, and then I'll get back to my editing, okay?" So, how many of you guys have watched it? I watched the beginning, so I kinda heard, like, kinda what's going on, but I'm still a little confused why they had one, so I didn't get to watch it all. So let's watch it together. I got my merch, Zeke and Justice, guys. Anybody wants to order it? I haven't worn it in a while, so I had to say. I haven't worn them because I don't have a lot. Well, yeah, I have some hoodies, but it's just been so hot. This is the only t-shirt I have. But anyway, okay, so let's watch this together, and then I'm gonna try to edit that like all the friends and stuff and see if I could find like differences like I did with Candace. Hi, Ohio time lady. Hi, Crystal Sars. Ravensbrook. Hey, Gaily. Hey, Mayazy. Hey, Scaldy. Hey, Cray Cray. Have you guys seen it yet? It says it just came out an hour ago on mine. All right, let's watch it real quick and then um so tomorrow's gonna be like the open panel. So tonight I'm probably not gonna do discussion. I'm just gonna watch this, maybe talk with you guys for a minute, and then work on editing that like I said, those clips. And then tomorrow maybe like around 6, not so late. I want to do another like open panel. I'm researching this case. We'll talk about this case and bring people up like we did yesterday. Okay. Okay. So hey, Mystery Warrior. Oh, you did, Sandy? Well, a lot of people haven't seen it yet, so you guys did? Okay, well, thanks for coming anyway. You guys came. Well, go watch. Okay, after this, go watch that community meeting I uploaded. I feel like that's pretty interesting. Sammy talks at the end. The mom comes up. That's that photo where the mom's like hugging her and like kissing her from behind. That's where that photo is taken. So yeah, so Sammy goes up and talks at the end of the community meeting. That's the one I just uploaded. But let's watch this first, okay? All right, let's do this. Hold on, let me share my screen actually. Like I said, I didn't get to watch. I just watched like the first like 5 minutes of it just to see. And I was like, I'm gonna go live and watch it with you guys real quick. All right, here. Or wait. I don't need to do it like that. Hold on a second. I forgot I downloaded it. I could just share my video. Alrighty. Here we go. All right, let's do it.
Good afternoon. I'm Angela Musalam, Public Information Officer with the Placer County Sheriff's Office. I'm joined by our local, state, and federal agencies today as we continue Search Day 7 for Kiely Rodni. To date, we've dedicated over 9,000 man-hours for the search for Kiely. We've ramped up our search for the weekend. Today we have over 200 search and rescuers, including searchers by air and searchers in the water. Our detectives and FBI agents continue to sort through and comb through over 1,000 leads that we've received up until today from the beginning of this search. Yesterday, there was a potential burial site that was located near the campground. It was located by a search and rescue ground team. Kiely's family was notified of the potential development. The FBI responded to secure the scene yesterday and was accompanied by the Placer and Nevada County Sheriff's Offices. FBI agents investigated the site through early this morning and recovered the remains of a dog. Let me be clear. We have one team, one mission, and one goal, and that is to find 16-year-old Kiely Rodni. We will not be holding a community meeting tonight. There's a concert, we understand, to support Kiely's family happening at the Truckee Regional Park from 1 to 4 p.m. We'd like to remind everybody we have set up multiple ways for people to anonymously contact the Sheriff's Office regarding tips. Some of those options are available here to my left. We have an online portal. We also have a tip line that you can call by phone. We also have a link tree that we set up for people who would like to submit any photos and any videos from that evening of the party. You will be able to submit them anonymously without using your name, number, or email address. So again, we still are urging people in the community who may still be hesitant. You know, you're not going to get in trouble. All we want to know is, where is Kiely? Where is her vehicle? We just want to find Kiely. Thank you.
Angela, can you or the officers behind you confirm that her phone, Kiely's phone, the last ping was near the water?
Yeah, the ping for the data points and everything were near the water. It's hard to tell an exact pinpoint or anything like that, but just as much on land as it was in water.
That's what I was told, is that it was near the water and searches took place near that vicinity. Are those going to continue?
Yeah, today we have 226 searchers, a pretty astronomical number. I think the overhead team at the search and rescue, they deployed out all 226 members within about an hour, and so that's a pretty big feat on its own. They've extensively been planning and prepping overnight so that when people get here, we're ready to roll. The area has been walked, driven, flown, grid searched. They're getting into tighter grid searching to, you know, at this point we're looking for small and anything evidence-wise, as opposed to cars, people, things of that nature, even phones. We're trying to make it even tighter. We had swimmers we announced the other day that actually did surface swimming, so we don't want to disturb the water even underneath, because that can cause its own problems, and divers have been deployed at this point as well to assist in the search, and it's been pretty thorough overall. But yeah, we continue to look for that item as well. Just because it was last pinged there, that doesn't mean that that's where the phone stopped being. There's lots of reasons of why those notifications or data points could be lost.
Could you tell us what body of water and what time that last ping was?
The Prosser Lake is where we're focused on right now. But again, that doesn't mean that that's the last location. So,
When was the ping that you had?
I think the last location known that we've put out, you know, from I think day one is around 12:30 in the morning.
There was, this morning I was out by Prosser and there was a dive team from Alameda. But just a few feet to the side there were people recreating and people going by in a canoe. Are you not afraid about them disturbing any possible evidence that could be there?
Yeah, you balance this, shut everybody out, and we don't have evidence to say that there's something that we're going to locate. You know, are you better off having more eyes in the area or not? There's times where we have shut down areas. We closed off the boat ramp at one point in time to cover like certain area and ground and things like that. So there's always a concern, but we also don't have like a, hey, this is the area. And so at what point do you cut off the entire, you know, Forest Service and things of that nature? So I think we've been reasonable with the areas and times we've had to put in stop gaps to prevent people from moving around, but we do that based off of information. You know, more people around gives us information, but they've been recreating throughout that lake since long before, and so it is tough. A diving operation like that is really almost like you're going into the water blind, and they're basically searching with hands, because once you start maneuvering the ground, it's like going through mud. So these are tough operations, and there is no right answer for everything, but that's always a concern. Everything is.
Do you know about how deep it is right now? Because the water level's so low, below the natural level.
The deepest point for Prosser that I was told was 57 feet.
Do you have divers out there today and swimmers today?
Divers, yes, today. I don't know if they have swimmers out today. Swimmers was a precaution so that we could ensure, to clarify, because there's so many levels to this. We had boats, we had side sonars, which allow you to see things, certain types of fish finders, which can go lower down into the water. But at that point, we still hadn't touched the ground or anything like that. So swimmers on the surface allowed to use masks and see things without murking up the water, just to cover if there's something you could see. Because once you touch the ground, you could potentially have all that earth come back up over any kind of evidentiary item. So divers were the last case scenario in the attempt, because for the most part, you could go in over and over and over again, but potentially you get one shot at it. And so trying to use a phased approach that makes the most sense and gets us to where we want to be.
And my apologies, I'm new to the area. How large is that lake?
I don't know, it's not a very big lake overall. It's a man-made reservoir, and I believe as large as it is, I believe we have extremely good coverage on that lake as well.
Okay. And what's the name of the dive team?
There's a lot of teams out there, so I don't know specifically. I know Alameda was mentioned. I don't know which all teams were brought in, simply because they all showing up today, and then some have been added. But I can tell you that numerous agencies from all over California are coming up to assist. 226 searchers is a pretty large number. We're expecting the same tomorrow.
Do you expect to go back in the water tomorrow?
Depending. It all depends on coverage, right? We want to use our resources for the best purposes. There's bodies of water that we're also interested in, we've been checking, but we have to have purpose and reason for what we're using our searchers for.
Are you also calling on the public to help in these like land searches, maybe terrain searches, or is it just law enforcement right now?
Our searchers are volunteers, the majority of them, but they also go through a training. So Cal OS has a typing system, so when the sheriff's office is going to utilize searchers for a specific purpose, they have to be trained up, they have to have all these things, and they're covered under what's called a disaster service worker. So workers' comp is picked up by the state in case of things that could go wrong, or injuries and whatnot, where we wouldn't be able to supply that for people in the public. And so we don't give direction, but we also provided a mapping system, CalTopo, which is a free app that anybody can download, but we've also included a map that is here locally at the family's trailer here in the rec yard or the rec center parking lot. It has a map, QR code, and then people can see where other people have searched and also contribute to the tracks.
We're going to take 2 more questions, and then we're going to wrap up the press conference.
How long do you guys see yourselves, the level of hours that are being put into this and the amount of people that are searching? It's a 1 week now today, so how much longer can we expect this? And it's been very encouraging, but at some point, is there going to be a drop?
Yeah, I'll speak to the investigation side, and that is that as long as tips are coming in, we're going to continue that effort, and we'll continue that effort as long as we can. And obviously, if a tip pans out and leads us in a direction, we're going to devote resources to that. So, I'm just speaking to the investigation side of the house. This will continue if it's unsolved as long as it goes, and we'll continue to dedicate resources to it.
Look, it's been a week, and we know there's a lot of people out there, and you're saying you won't get in trouble if you come forward, but what can you say to somebody who might know something or has seen something after a week and they haven't come forward yet? There's a huge reward. So what is it that we can say to get someone to come forward who might have that important information?
I would just encourage them to do so and do the right thing. We've received over 700 tips.
Over
that we
1,000.
Over 1,000 tips, but 700 and I believe 20 that have been entered and received, and we are following up on leads. And so that obviously takes resources to do. But if we have that one tip that leads us in the right direction, that could change everything, yes.
Thank you. This wraps up the press conference. Oh, we'll take one more question.
Oh, I just have one question regarding the CalTopo. Captain Brown, the other day you had mentioned that you were trying to also put into place a way for people to upload like GPS coordinates of where they've been and that kind of thing. Is that in place yet?
I believe that is in place, and I want to say that there was a mechanism designed and should be, I can follow up with it too and get back with you, but at the trailer, I believe we had members out there to give people some instruction. There was also a system set up so that we could take the tracks, download them, Marin County was helping us to process those and get them entered. So I believe
The
that's
same app?
it's through the same app. Yeah.
Great.
So ultimately, somebody who used a GPS unit can save those tracks, and then those can be uploaded at a later time. It doesn't have to be done through like the live tracking that's being utilized. But I've looked at the map. There are people going out. They are using it. And I think that it's helpful in a big way, but people keep asking, should I go where those tracks are? Should I not? I don't know, because somebody could walk right by a car or a person and not even know it, and that happens lots of searches and lots of times. And so, there is no direction, because if I had somewhere, I would send, teams. We have 226 people I would send to that location, but we don't. So we just encourage people that if they see something, let us know, and then we can help follow up and look at it. Don't touch things if you see something and you're concerned about it, but let us know. And to follow on what Lieutenant Barnhart said, the search and rescue, of course, is going to have to tailor back at some point in time. But our teams, even today, this morning, are building out plans that go well beyond any point of time and continually expand. And when that time does come, we'll work on plans of how do we continue to make sure we're up in the area and having a presence, because much like the investigative side, it never stops and never ends. And this is a highly recreated area, so I would just encourage people to keep their eyes out and keep looking around, and let us know if they see something. Even if it's small or little, we'll come take a look and see if it helps us piece things together.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you, everyone, again for being here. This concludes the press conference.
All right. Well, not much. You guys go check out the new upload with the community meeting. I feel like that's like 40 minutes long. It's pretty interesting. I mean, I've been researching all day. I've been trying to put together a clip. So I don't know if I want to just end it here, or maybe let me see what I got here. Because I want to like really get everything together. So tomorrow when we do open panel, I'll have like, the comparison with what Sammy says from different interviews. I'm trying to get all the friends interviews. Let me see if I have anything to share. Oh, you know what? There was some things. Like here's the clip. I'll show you a few little screenshots I got from some of the Facebook. So this is that post that, remember, Jagger, we were talking about how Jagger said like to send all like tips to him or whatever. Let me show you. And then I'll show you the clip where Trace on the case, are you out there? She sent me like these timestamps with some of the interviews, and the part where the law enforcement says a few things that maybe I'll share those timestamps, because those aren't the friends talking. So hold on one second. Let me get that. So here's the one where Jagger says, we are all here. Why is that not going? Okay. So this is her boyfriend, or ex-boyfriend, I should say. He says, me or the sheriff. So somebody says, call Placer County Sheriff's not the number. Me or the sheriff. We are all working in the same thing, and the sheriff would like me to filter through any info I can before it gets to them, which is really weird. And then let me play the little clip where they say not to do that. Hold on a second. I actually haven't heard it yet. I just had the timestamp. I downloaded it from Trace on the Case, so I trust that it should be correct. All right, one second. Let me get it for you guys. How's everybody doing now? So tomorrow, like around 6, but maybe we'll start a little earlier, but around 6 Eastern time. We're gonna do probably do it for a few hours, probably all night, do an open panel, get a good discussion like we did yesterday, and I'm gonna hopefully have all the Sammy interviews. Hey, does anybody know? Okay, besides that one interview we watched yesterday, does anybody know if she went on any other YouTube channels and did interviews? If so, will you email me, because I'm doing a comparison with her interviews, and I got a bunch of like news clips, and like there's Facebook things that I found with her, but I don't have any other YouTube interviews. So does anybody know if she has? So when I put it together, I could have as much as possible, Okay, one second. Let me find that for you. Here we go. Should be right here. So it should be from the press conference from yesterday hold on, I'm going to share it with you guys. I forgot to get let me get the timestamp real quick for you. So you see what Jagger just wrote. Now, Here is what they said at the press conference. Hold on. I just got to get the timestamp. It went too quick and I missed it. I think it's at 1:20 actually. I think it's right at the beginning. Yeah, it's right at the beginning. Okay. Here you go. So we'll just watch it. It's in a minute they'll say.
Okay.
Well, I guess I'll skip forward to it. Why not? Okay.
To please continue to notify the sheriff's office anytime you feel like you have a tip or any information that may help lead us to Kiely. It's recently come to our attention, and we have received several reports of adults trying to discourage people and possibly teens from coming forward with information that could help us locate Kiely. So we'd like to remind everybody again, our interest is in not
That's a little bit,
arresting
yeah.
any individuals, prosecuting any
Hey,
individuals,
guys.
or holding them accountable for any underage drinking or illicit drug activity that did occur, that we know occurred at the Prosser Family Campground Friday evening. Our sole purpose in this
Wonder if-
investigation
do you
and
think they're
search
gonna-
is to bring Kiely home to
Do
her.
you think that Prosser is going to get in trouble for allowing the underage drinking? Do you think that campground is liable at all or no? I'm not saying they should be. I'm just saying, do you think that anything's going to happen or no? Okay, one more thing. Let's see timestamps. 1 second. Let me see if there's anything else that I want to play that's. You know, we could play. Oh, here's where it says, I guess, another missing couple that's missing. Remember, somebody brought it up, so I didn't get to listen to this. It's supposed to be at 22. Let's see. Let's check this out. Trace on the case, are you there? I'm using your timestamps. Thank you so much for doing that. Okay, so let me find it here. Hold on. No, I'm not ready yet. I got to find the timestamp. So 22 is supposed to say that. And I don't know whose channel this is. I want to give him a shout out, but let's see if we could figure it
No
out.
information to share, but we will say that each day our detectives and our search and rescue crews do continue to search different areas, and they continue to interview new people,
Oh, that's
and they
just
continue to develop new leads that need to be followed up on. And one thing that I think I'd like to clarify is that our detectives cannot debunk or not confirm any type of lead within minutes, right? So I can't debunk a lead and say, oh, this is false information in 5-10 minutes. Some of these leads take days to thoroughly investigate, and that's what we're doing. That's what we've been doing from the first
Oh, it's supposed to
day
be
of the
right
search.
here.
Thoroughly searching and thoroughly investigating.
Hmm.
So this is a very complex
I don't know.
process, and again, we're looking for the community's help to help lead us to Kiely.
Yesterday, I think one of the officials, they described this situation as looking for a needle in a haystack, but we don't know where the haystack is.
Right.
Is that still the case?
That is still the case.
I don't know.
We wish it weren't.
I guess.
Are there any more questions?
There's the report of the couple that went missing on their way home from August nights in Reno. The search effort to find them, will that be taking resources away from this search effort?
I'm gonna let Lieutenant Perry from the Nevada County Sheriff's Office answer that.
I'm not sure why
I'm Lieutenant Perry. I'm the investigations lieutenant for Nevada County Sheriff's Office.
it's on this channel.
We did have to pull one detective today for that investigation, as well as some of our investigative efforts down the hill to look into that. And we're currently working hand in hand with the Yuba City Police
I
Department.
just want to see if he says it's related. He doesn't. Okay. Okay. Well, that's nothing. Sorry. That's just some of the timestamps. I didn't get to listen to it yet. I don't know what channel that was. I mean, that looks like it's just from a press conference. So yeah, come by tomorrow. I'm gonna do a little bit more research. Let's see if there's any other like just news clips that. Have you guys seen the one where? Hold on a second. I think I have it over here. I think that it shows her dad talking a little bit. Did you guys see that? Let me see. Since we're all here, might as well. That was a really short press conference. I didn't think it was gonna be that short. Let's see. Let's see what this news clip. It says his dad speaks out. It's not new, but since I got you here, so we could chat a little bit. Let's
Intensifying
see.
search for a missing 16-year-old California girl who vanished after a campground party. Police are treating this
Hey,
as a possible
Eldon.
abduction, have released a new image of the teenager just moments before she vanished. Veronica Miracle from our sister station KABC in Los Angeles has the latest. Good morning, Veronica.
Good morning, George. Investigators believe someone knows something. They're asking anyone with information to come forward. Kiely's father now begging the community for help.
She is this community. She is your daughter, too. You know?
Overnight, Daniel Rodni speaking out for the first time since his 16-year-old daughter Kiely went missing after going to a party with hundreds of other teens at a campsite near Lake Tahoe.
This is your kids. These are the parties your kids are going to. We need answers. Please, anything, please, I need you.
Police releasing one of the last known images of Kiely. Authorities desperately searching for leads in her possible abduction. Investigators say the Northern California teen was seen on surveillance camera visiting a local business just after 6 p.m. on Friday. She disappeared just hours later.
We're trying to find out exactly what happened, and at this point, we believe that someone knows, someone saw her, but they're not coming forward.
In this image, authorities say she was wearing a black bodysuit, a black studded belt, green Dickies pants, and black Vans. Additional images from the Placer County Sheriff's Office show a sweatshirt they believe is still in her possession, with eerie lyrics that say, "You don't want to be forgotten, you just want to disappear." Police haven't found any correlation between the words and her disappearance.
Without somebody coming forward to potentially reveal a critical piece of information that could lead us to Kiely, we really have nothing to go off of. So we'll continue our search.
On Wednesday, law enforcement expanding their search for Rodni. Dive teams scouring this lake. Teams also searching on the ground and by helicopter.
So, there's a presumption after somebody has been gone at her age for a number of days that there might be foul play involved, but it appears they haven't found any. And so the real key is looking in logical places that she might be.
Rodni was last seen at Prosser Family Campground near Lake Tahoe, the site of a party she attended with hundreds of other teens.
I would say out of the about 300 people who were in attendance of that party, we've only been able to speak to a fraction of them.
Her best friend Sammy Smith says she was with Kiely the entire party and was the last person to contact her before she went missing.
We were going to leave together because later in the party I had asked her if she could give me a ride home, and then I realized that she was too intoxicated to give me a ride home, so I decided to try and find a different ride. We were both really drunk.
Kiely's mother desperate for answers.
We have stories about the beginning of the night and the middle of the night, but there are no stories about her leaving, when she left, or who she left with. There's no stories of her car leaving.
Rodni's car, a 2013 silver Honda CR-V shown here in this photo, also missing. Authorities hoping someone has seen it. Her phone has been out of signal since just after midnight on Saturday. The Sheriff's Department saying they've received more than 300 tips since Sunday. Other agencies, including the FBI, also involved in the search. Kiely's mother says there is a $50,000 reward for anyone that has information that can bring Kiely home. Guys.
All right, Veronica, such a sad story there.
So if anybody comes across Magdalene's interview, somebody said there was a interview with her best friend Mags, I guess they call her, where she's sitting down. So if anybody comes across that, will you email me? Because like I said, I'm trying to get all the friends and putting together kind of a compilation of clips. So if anybody could find that or any other interviews, I might have them already. I mean, because I have I think I have like 17 videos I'm going through that at least has one of their friends talking that I'm going to clip together, but I'm sure there's more out there. So if anybody else, just send them to me. If you don't mind, if you come across one, of any of the friends, and then, or anything interesting, what else did I want to say? And then, yeah, come back tomorrow. I feel like we're going to go long tomorrow. So Let me remove this real quick. Hold on. I'm kind of looking forward to it. I had so much fun yesterday, just like discussing, it's cool discussing with the chat, but then to actually hear people back when they're up on panel, to actually be able to talk like that with people is really cool. So actually, let's play this mom. We could play this little short interview with a mom here. Let's play this real quick. I don't know. I'm sure some of you guys seen some of them, but I bet you some people haven't seen all of them.
We just want her home. We're so scared and we miss her so much and we love her so much. And Kiely, we love you. And if you see this, please just come home. I want nothing more than to hug you. And if anybody else out there, if you know where she is, if you know anything about where she might be, if you have any ideas or thoughts, please come forward and share them. And we're not looking to like bust anybody else or get anybody in trouble. We just want to see our daughter home.
And that's a sad one, huh? Wow. Oh man, what happened? I do think that good chance that maybe she did drive off into one of those bodies of water. So sad. All right, there's actually a couple maps. Hold on, let me bring that up real quick. Where were they? Remember we were trying to figure out where they were? I found some maps where it showed like more in depth. Hold on, where did I put it? Well, you know what? Maybe I'll get it all prepared and we'll go over all this tomorrow because I'm planning on doing like a really long night. We'll go over GPS. We'll go over the different friends. We'll go over. I might do a pre-recorded of the friends clips tonight, but I mean we'll go over that. We'll just have a big long discussion, and I'm gonna go ahead and play that compilation of some pictures that I played yesterday, and I'll put some music just so we could remember her. And yeah, just yeah, send me if you see any interviews or anything interesting, just email me. Like I said, I'll probably be up late working, so yeah, so let me let's see, which song should I play today? I'll try to play something different. I'm gonna play okay, hold on one second. End it with some music and a nice little compilation. Hey Gigi! Hey Allison! Anna, hi! Hi Aussie girl! So yeah, you guys think about coming up tomorrow. Like I said, it's gonna be like around 6, maybe a little earlier, but around that time if you want to come up and join us for open panel. All right, let me get the compilation. I'm gonna have to make a new picture compilation because I found some new pictures too, but I don't have that done yet. So I'm just gonna have to play the one that I played yesterday. At least I'm gonna play a different song with it though. So hold on one second. Let me get it. And then I'll put together an updated one tonight. All right, here. Hi Gigi. Oh yeah, after this, go watch that community meeting from yesterday. Like I said, Sammy talks in that at the end. So, and I'm not sure if that's the one where the dad goes up, or it looks like the dad is talking at one of those community meetings, but I don't know if it was the one from yesterday, the one that I uploaded or not. I'll have to go see if I could find any other ones. Brenda. Hey Brenda, what goods? Hey Mystery Warrior. All right, let me find what song. I'm gonna play a couple ones I haven't played yet. So let me play. I'll play. It's called "In a Dream." Let me go find it, and I'll put up the. There it is. Okay.
Take me in your arms. I don't want to miss a day without you. Since that day I live in a dream. I live in a dream. Baby, you're my angel. I'll do anything to make you smile. With you, I'm in heaven. When you kiss me, I turn to a star. And nothing can break us apart when we're together. Facing the sky, we know that we can fly on the wings of love. And we can climb on every mountain top. I never knew eternity was real till I met you. Since that day I live in a dream. I live in a dream. We live in a dream. We live in a dream. Yeah. We live in a dream.
I'm gonna play one more because the compilation isn't over. One more song, guys.
I came to tell you tonight that a lie, I shut down, I let your flowers die, I let them die, Oh, the colors you showed me were sparkling white. They were white. But me, I saw the cobwebs, the fault in your eyes. Yet it was my And now I agree your sympathy should be as shallow as my words. And I can see how your red blood beats more than I will know. I heard your silence, but I felt you near. I fought it from every logical way, but I am here. Now I agree your sympathy should be as shallow as my words. And I can see how your red blood beats more than I will know. Oh, little white, I come to you. I saw your flame jump into my blue blood veins, and I thought of you for all these years. Oh, little white, I confess to you, I cannot rest. Let me get this off my chest. I love you. Oh, little white, I come to you.
All right, bye guys. See you tomorrow.